Hey yo. Kind of random, but it's not random because you guys knew that as soon as this was released, I was gonna live stream. What's good, guys? What's good? Make sure you guys can hear me. Once you check in, I want to make sure before I get talking and going on about all of this, about the new Alfa Romeo Tonale in the United States, because there's some different things that have changed. I kind of briefly went through the configurator, and there's a different color and different stitching that I've seen so far. So I just want to walk you guys through this real quick. But if you guys can hear me, make sure you let me know in the chat that the mic and audio is good. You guys are my testers for today. So I wanted to get on here and, go through it, but I want to make sure that I have everybody live chat. All right, there we go. So if you guys can hear me, just go to the chat real quick. Make sure the audio is good. I had a small audio problem last live stream. And you guys know I just like to hop on here on a whim. We don't plan these live streams. There's something to talk about. We're just going to get on here and talk. And there's a couple of things today that we need to get into. So here we are, the new Alfa Romeo Tonale. Now, can you guys hear me? I want to make sure. Make sure my live chat is going. If you guys can hear me, give me a thumbs up. Give me a hell yeah. If you guys don't know, that's a Stone Cold Steve Austin reference from the WWF, WWE days. Give me a hell yeah. If you guys can hear me. The Tonale, yeah, it's here in the United States, finally. So actually, I'll go to this page first because it even says the wait is over. This is on AlfaRomeoUSA.com. So since the wait is over, that's an understatement. We've been waiting on the Tonale forever. So long that even the Tonale in the EU or over there over the pond is a 2023 model, to where here in the United States, it's a 2024 model. So yeah, that's how long we've been waiting. But it's finally here. The payoff is here. The cars should be in the build process by March of this year. So in a couple months, they will go into production, and deliveries should commence in May. So it's coming. I mean, that time's going to fly by. We're only got it's the 18th. We only got another 10 days or so of January, and then we're already into February. So this is going to fly by very quickly. So with that said, the Tonale is here. There's a couple of things we need to know for the US model. Now, I'm only doing this now because the video I posted this morning about the Tonale launch, I got that information in the press release right away, but at the same time, the configurator wasn't live when I got that press release. The configurator went live once the embargo lifted. So I had already made the video, about the Tonale, but the configurator wasn't ready yet. So now that the configurator is ready, and I gave you guys a chance to go check out the video on this that I posted earlier this morning at 6 a.m., so about 3.5 hours ago. Now we can go over the Tonale here. Now, there's a couple of frequently asked questions about this whole process because Alfa Romeo for the USA is changing up a few things to where it's not necessarily like dealerships are having these cars sit, in the lot right at first. They're giving you the chance to pre-order these models. So with that said, the Alfa Romeo Tonale pre-order process is here because this is something a little bit new for us. So you guys get your chance to order two models, the TI and the Veloce, all right? The luxury middle spec trim and the top Veloce sportiest trim. The Sprint will go on sale in March. So remember I told you March is when everything is being built. Well, that's when the Sprint will go on sale and at the starting price of $42,995, I believe. So that's where we're starting with the Sprint, but not until March. Right now, you can pre-order the TI and Veloce, kind of like how you could do the Speciale pre-orders and stuff over the pond. Okay, so what is the Alfa Romeo Tonale pre-order? This is your frequently asked question. The pre-order gets you one step closer to owning the all-new Alfa Romeo Tonale and is securing your specific vehicle build. After placing your pre-order, you will be able to you will be contacted by a representative live from your preferred dealer to review all details and formally submit your vehicle order. How do I pre-order a Tonale? You can pre-order the Alfa Romeo Tonale today through the online pre-order process. The simple process will walk you through 4 easy steps: selecting your trim and configuration, choose your preferred dealer, and entering your information and submitting the pre-order. Limitations may apply. All right, and then you have no dealers are showing up when I enter my zip code. Are there no dealers in my area? This is a real problem in the United States as well, because of the fact that the dealer network is not as big in some other places or some other continents and regions. On the Tonale pre-order site, the dealer locator defaults to populating Alfa Romeo dealers closest to the zip code entered in a 3,000-mile radius. By clicking the Load More, CTA will expand the radius from the zip code entered and populate additional Alfa Romeo dealers. All right, so there's your problem. I'll get to the chat in just a moment. Don't worry. I submitted my Alfa Romeo Tonale pre-order. What's next? A dealer representative will contact you to confirm the details of your vehicle build and submit the order. This will confirm details such as model year, trim, exterior color, available packages, and price of your vehicle. The dealer may require a monetary deposit to submit the order. So you may need to put down a down payment in order to reserve the order. You can't just build it up and say, yeah, I'll get it once it comes. You know, they can't take your word of mouth or, you know, your trust your word on you getting it. So you may need to put down a deposit. Okay. And did my Alfa Romeo Tonale pre-order go through? If you were directed to a thank you webpage after submitting your pre-order, the pre-order was successfully submitted. You will also receive a confirmation email within 48 hours. If you haven't received a confirmation email after 48 hours, please contact us at, and then there's a number. When will I receive my Tonale? This is important, right? All right, Alfa Romeo Tonale production will begin in late March 2023, and units are expected to start arriving in dealers mid-May 2023. So that's what I had said to you guys a little bit earlier today. Where can I find my pre-order confirmation? Your pre-order confirmation will be found on the thank you webpage and in your pre-order confirmation email. If you cannot locate either of these communications, please contact your preferred dealer associated with the pre-order. Again, so just kind of following up on some things. Will all my Alfa Romeo Tonale configuration details be sent to the dealer? Yes, all configuration selections and vehicle build will be sent to your preferred dealer selected. What steps are required to pre-order the Alfa Romeo Tonale? Simply go online, which we're going to do in a moment here. Select your preferred vehicle, trim, and configuration. Then select your preferred dealer, enter your personal information needed, and click pre-order vehicle. And confirmation will be sent to your email address within 48 hours, and a dealer representative will then reach out to you to finalize all pre-order confirmation or information. Sorry. Is a deposit required on the Alfa Romeo Tonale? As we just said, a deposit may be required to reserve your Tonale. Speak to your preferred dealer for more details. I'm going to guess it may differ per dealer, but I'm not exactly sure. So could be $200, could be $100, could be $500. Can I select any dealer? Yes, a list of Alfa Romeo dealerships will be provided within a radius ranging up to 3,000 miles based on a zip code entered in a step 2 of the pre-order process. That's important. So you don't have to get it from a specific dealer. If you don't want a specific dealer or to do business with a specific dealer, you rather do business with a dealer that you know that might be out of state or out of town, you can do that as well. So if you guys want to come to Daytona and, you want to order your Tonales and have them sent there, I would love to film them as they come in. Can I cancel my pre-order? This is also important. You may cancel your Alfa Romeo Tonale pre-order by contacting your preferred dealer. All pre-orders must be placed through a dealership. The terms and conditions of the pre-order are established between the customer and dealership. That's also important. They're saying all the terms and everything that you agree to, et cetera, is between you and the dealership. Alfa Romeo don't want no smoke. They don't want nothing to do with anything else going on. And when will I take delivery of my vehicle? The Alfa Romeo Tonale deliveries will begin spring 2023 and will extend through the calendar year. Actual delivery times will vary based on trim and configuration selected, commodity constraints, and locations. All right, so there we go. Building in March, arriving in May. Sprint will go on sale in March as well, which will be your entry level and most affordable trim. Again, $42,000 to start. All right, that's a crazy amount. And then if you lease the Tonale, you get the $7,500 EV tax credit. Yes, the federal tax credit here in the States. That's huge. That makes these very affordable for people who were not looking to spend $40,000 on a vehicle. So keep that in mind. All right. Does it have the red leather option like the U.S. Dodge Hornet? No option for red leather in Europe, which is a complete miss in my opinion, as would be really brighten up the interior. I don't think it has the red options. We're about to find out right now what we have because, again, to me, there's a new color in here and there's a new stitching. So with that said, let's go. Pre-order Alfa Romeo Tonale. Here we go. This is it. The legacy of Alfa Romeo continues. Be one of the first to own the all-new Alfa Romeo Tonale. Order your Tonale in 3 steps. Choose your Tonale, select your preferred dealer, submit your pre-order. All right, so here we go. Again, we only have 2 models to choose from right now. All right, we either have the Veloce or TI. No Sprint yet until March. So the TI, all right, a more tailored luxury experience with a bright appearance. The bright appearance, as you guys can see, all right, is the Scudetto and Trellobo up front, done in the bright aluminum trim. Also, you can see the front lip is more in the aluminum trim as well. Now, as far as everything else, it does look like this side skirt piece, all right, the little protruding piece out of the side skirt is also done in aluminum to where if you look at the Veloce trim here, it's all blacked out. Other than that, there's no bright aluminum trim around the window moldings or roof rails or anything like that. So I think the main pieces are the Trellobo, the front lip, and then the side skirt. Keep in mind with the Alfa Romeo Tonale in the U.S. spec, you do have the amber reflectors, which they're not my favorite here for U.S. regulations. So you do have the amber reflectors in the headlight, and then in the taillights you have the red reflectors. What's good? What's going on? We're just going over the Tonale ordering process here in the United States. So I will be posting this to the channel and social media, so you guys can make sure you check that out. Okay, but the Tonale all-wheel drive starting at $44,995. Remember, if you lease, $7,500 EV tax credit. And then this is enjoy plug-in electric hybrid capability with premium amenities of heated front seats and steering wheel standard on the Tonale TI. Feel more assured with forward collision warning with full stop, driver attention alert, and rear seat reminder also standard. All right, that's your Tonale TI. Your Tonale Veloce, which is the more sportier version, performance tuned model for an enhanced sporty drive. That starts at $47,495, which is the highest we're at right now. Also all-wheel drive, but keep in mind, $7,500 EV tax credit if you lease. All right, that's the only way this works because of the fact that the tax credit was really for only vehicles that were built here in the United States. But since everything was changed at the very end of last year, they said lease vehicles outside of the state, they're electrified, will, count. So this is a plug-in hybrid, so this works. Now, in addition to all premium amenities and features standard on the TI, the Veloce adds standard performance based on features including adaptive suspension and column-mounted aluminum paddle shifters with best-in-class horsepower. So here we are. All right, so again, the differences are the dark look, all right? So the dark Scudetto and Trellobo, the front lip is darker, the side skirt is darker as well, and then obviously the badges and everything. But other than that, they look the same from the front. We'll see in just a second. So choose your model. We already went over those frequently asked questions, so make sure you guys check that out. Let's start with the TI. Here we are. All right. So we got our pictures and everything here. You can see this is the new pictures that I released in the press release with the aluminum look. All right. And you can see the amber lighting here lets you know this is a US spec. So if you see the amber reflectors in the headlights, US spec. So this gives you the US spec look. Same with the aluminum trim here. All right. So these were all in the press release here for the US spec. All right. You got your technical specifications. Just to keep in mind, we do have 285 horsepower and 350 pound-feet of torque, all right, and an estimated 30 miles of range for a single electric charge, and then an estimated 320 miles of range. So remember, this is a PHEV. We only get the PHEV here in the United States, all right? So I'm going to let you guys check out all the other stuff there. Scudetto grille done in bright, the LED Trellobo lamps, 18-inch wheels, the cloth seats with the stitching, heated front seat, steering wheel, Uconnect 5, the 12.3-inch digital gauge cluster, wireless charger, customizable interior with ambient lighting, hands-free power liftgate, and active assist safety systems, etc., etc. Let's get down to the goodies. All right, so exterior colors. This is what we got. Your standard color is white, no charge. Then Rosso's $500. All right. Then you have black, Alpha Black. All right, $500. This is new. This is a new color. And I mean, I've never seen it called this. Grigio Ascari metallic exterior paint. Grigio being gray, but this is not Vesuvio gray. This is not Stromboli gray. This is not Silverstone metallic. I mean, this is Grigio Ascari. So did you guys have this in the European market? If not, this is a new color for us here in the States and overall at Alfa Romeo. So I just want to know, like, this wasn't clarified in the press release that this was a new color, but I've never heard of this color before. $660 for that. Mosano Blue, $660. And Verde Montreal. I was going to say Verde Visconti. Verde Montreal. What do they call it here? Hold on. What? Verde Fangio. Why is it not popping up? Verde Fangio Tricoat exterior paint. So it's not Verde Montreal? Do they just call it something different here? This is different for me. Okay, so Grigio Ascari and Verde Fangio. These are two different names for colors that we are familiar with, which are gray and green. Here we are. All right, so we'll stick with gray for the TI spec. That's our color we're going with. Let me know if this is a new color. Then we have the 18-inch diamond cut alloy wheels, which are 5 holes. Those are standard, no upcharge. Then you're looking at $1,500 for the 19-inch diamond 5-hole wheels. And then $2,000 for the Grigio 5-hole wheel. All right, so those are your wheels for the TI spec. We'll go with the middle trim, $1,500 wheel. Let's see if I can zoom in on that. Oh, that's the interior. Can I zoom in on the actual? Nope. Okay. All right. And then the interior. This is something different as well because, one, this is all new interior for Alfa here. So the sport cloth seats, which is already selected, standard, with Biscotto stitching. So that's what this is. Is this a different color? Biscotto stitching. It looks like a tannish color. Again, we've never heard of this. I don't even think I saw this in the European models. Biscotto stitching. That's different. And then the next one would be, and you have to select this to get the premium package. Premium interior leather package, $1,500. The premium interior and sound package will get you this premium leather, full leather. Okay, so we're just going to go with the standard one right now because we'll add that other stuff later. All right, so the sport cloth seats with the Biscotto stitching. Yeah, standard. This is different, guys. Good morning, Kinky Streets. What's going on? What up, Young Money? We don't have that gray in the UK or the Alcantara Dash with the RHD models. Do not have the colored ambient lighting either. Really? I'm surprised we're getting stuff you guys don't have in the States. This is crazy to think. Or sorry, you guys don't have overseas, which is crazy that we have different things here. Normally we get the hand-me-downs, if not the same exact things as you guys. So yeah, this is different, guys. Check that out. They don't give me too many views of this. Maybe towards the bottom we'll see more of this. Let's go to the additional packages. There are 3. The high performance driving package, which is $1,500, which will give you paddle shifters, aluminum pedals, and the red Brembo brake calipers, or with the Alpha White script. So we'll add that. All right. So then we have the Active Assist Advanced package, $2,000, which is intelligent speed control, traffic side recognition, 360-degree camera, and front park sense and park assist. That's $2,000. We'll add that. And then the premium interior package, which is the leather interior and ventilated front seats. Now, they say ventilated. Does that mean these finally have cooled seats? Alfa Romeos with cooled seats? What? I'm assuming that's what that is, but we're not going to add that because I want to keep this new interior that we have here, just because it's new. But I want to see more camera angles of it. Oh, we have 2 more packages. All right, so never mind. There's not just 3. There's 5. So we have the premium interior and sound package, which is $2,500, which gives you that leather interior from the previous package, the ventilated front seats, so that same thing, but then the 12-speaker Harman Kardon premium audio system. So basically, this is the premium leather package at $1,500, but then you just add $1,000 to it and get the sound package. And then the power moonroof. This is not a panoramic roof. It's just a moonroof. So there you go. That added it up there. So it doesn't go all the way back. I'm surprised. It just covers the driver and passenger. All right, so that's it. So they don't give me any more views of this thing. I want to see more. I can't even open up this. Come on, give me some more views. All right, so at the bottom it says the total after I added the options was $51,855. This is excluding tax and destination charge at $1595, and then excluding the EV tax credit if you do lease. Spring 2023 estimated delivery. I'm going to click pre-order vehicle. And it asks me for my information. It gives me all my options that I added here. The only reason I did pre-order is because I wanted to see more views, but they're not giving me anything but this one interior shot and then this exterior shot, which I cannot enlarge. So there we are. That's the TI. I want to see more, but that's the TI. But that's very interesting that we have different things here that is just a moonroof, that we do have one view of this thing. It's definitely interesting. All right, so let's go to the Veloce. Yeah, it's not great as that one of the benefits over the Giulia and Stelvio was the color dash strips. Alfa has forgotten the UK. Sorry, UK fans and customers on this one. This is definitely different from what we're used to from Alfa. So I'm definitely going to be intrigued when the new restyled Giulia and Stelvio come here to the States, because those will also be 2024 models, and we will know exactly what we are offered for those as well. All right, I'll go with the Veloce here, and then I'll wrap it up for you guys. This is what we got for the Veloce. Same paint options as the TI, same exact. So since we went with the new Grigio Ascari metallic color for the TI, we'll go with the Verde Fangio Tri-Coat paint, and I'm probably not pronouncing that right. But here's everything for your Veloce models. Same horsepower, same electric range. You got adaptive suspension, which is new for the Veloce. You do have the Dark Midon V Scudetto grille. That's different for the Veloce. 19-inch diamond cut wheels are standard on the Veloce. You have the chrome dual exhaust tips. You have the Alcantara seats with the red undertone accents interior. That's for the Veloce models. Heated front seats and steering wheel. The Alcantara wrap dashboard and armrest with red stitching. All right. And that's on the seats, door, and the center armrest. And then everything else is the same. Hands-free power liftgate as well, and an active driver assist safety systems. So yeah, all that stuff I listed is different from the TI. That's the upgraded stuff. They do have the technical specs here as well. So this is actually a turbo 4-cylinder engine with hybrid electric drive and 6-speed transmission. All right, you have the E all-wheel drive system, near 50-50 weight distribution, and I wonder if it's near because of the fact that the electric powertrain may make things heavier. All right, so it may change where the weight is distributed. Red 4-piston monoblock Brembo brakes, McPherson strut suspension, and torque vectoring on front and rear axles. So something to keep in mind here as well. But near 50-50, keep that in mind as well. Now let's go with the wheels. We'll go with the $2,000 option because why not? You either get the 19-inch alloy diamond 5-hole or the 20-inch Grigio 5-hole. So we're going to go with the 20-inch $2,000. Now, the interior. This comes standard, which is nice. This is nice standard, and it's a different looking interior that you're used to, not only on Alphas, but other cars. But the Dodge Hornet will have this interior as well, so don't get too giddy. But if we were to change this perforated Alcantara seat with the red contrast standard, then you would have to do the premium interior package or the premium interior and sound package to give you this leather, which is just fully black. So again, this isn't as special to me. And here's my gripe, that if I want the premium sound system, do I have to get rid of this this leather, the standard leather, the red leather? Because with only having two options and only one being colored, it's semi-colored because it's not fully red leather. And if I want premium sound and the Harman Kardon sound system, I add it, then it automatically gets rid of that red leather that I wanted. So there's a trade-off there. If you have this option, then you don't have the premium sound system, which is a gripe for me. So active driver assist package, we already went over that. The premium interior, which would just turn all this leather, but if you add the premium interior and sound, it would just give you the 14-speaker Harman Kardon system with that leather. So you add that, you get rid of it. And then the power moonroof, $1,200. And then that's it. So the Veloce, it's more stuff standard, less optional features. But man, that's a bummer for me. I really would have loved to have this in the option for the seating and also have the Harman Kardon sound system. Why in this realm, in this multiverse, they can't coexist is beyond me. So that's it. $54,895. Let's just try to max it out. Let's max it out. I got the highest spec paint, highest spec wheels. I can't add that because this adds both of those things. So these are all the prices, everything added. So yeah, well, it will max out at $57,395. Again, this is before taxes, before the $1,595 destination. So this is going to take you well to in the $62,000 range, maxed out. And then you can add the $7,500 EV tax credit if you lease it. If you buy it, you're buying it full out around $63,000, $62,000 after taxes and destination. So keep that in mind. That's what you're going to be at if you pre-order the Tonale with the top level specs. So, okay. Actually, it already kind of gives you a little bit for the destination there. So it already adds the destination. So I did $9,900 in options. The destination, $1,595, $58,990. This is before tax though. Taxes are going to be around, I want to say $5,000, which is going to put you in that $63,000 range. So there you are. So again, this is a good way to see what you can get out of the new TI and Veloce Tonales. All right. So what let me go back. Let's go back to here. What's expected out of these two models as far as what we have performance-wise, what we have price-wise, what we have options-wise, when you can expect the car, how you order it. Everything is here, guys. So hopefully this helped you guys out over this past half hour of what to expect out of the Tonales. Again, the Sprint model, the basic entry-level trim will be available in March. 2 months. We have to wait for that. That's going to start at $42,000. That's probably going to be the most popular because of the starting price. So once that comes to fruition, I will show that off in the configurator as well. If you guys do end up having any questions about the Tonale and what's available, make sure you guys throw those comments down below so we can, get all these answered and really make this thing a hit in the United States. Because while I didn't click submit on the pre-order, I'm due for a new car this fall, and I'm really inclined on getting my first Alfa Romeo, and I need an SUV. I'm not saying anything in particular. I'm just saying that, I'm going to be in the market in the fall. I need an SUV. Take it as it is with a grain of salt. The moonroof in the UK is listed as a panoramic sunroof as a $1,250 option. Interesting. So maybe we don't, for some reason, for U.S. regulations, we don't get a panel roof. It's actually a moon roof, or I don't know. They didn't give me more views of the car, so when I added it, it showed that it was there, but I couldn't see anything past what they showed, and it only showed the first half of the car. So who knows? Maybe it's the mechanical roof on the top, and then maybe you can slide. No, it still would show glass all the way at the top. I don't know. We'll know when we see it, I guess. Ascari was one of the old school Auto Delta drivers like Enzo. Oh, okay. So, and then how do you say that? Novellari, also famous Alfa driver. About time, been waiting for cooling. Yes, I hope that that's what that means. If that's ventilated seating, that means that Alfa Romeo will finally have cooled seats. All right, cooled seats in these cars. So that's awesome. So if Ascari is the name of this color, is this not Verde Montreal? Did they just change the name, or is this a different color? Is this a different tri-coat color? Because that said tri-coat, right? It's not a metallic. Let's just go back to that real quick while we're on the discussion. That says, sorry. Wait, hold on. Yeah, sorry. Grigio Ascari metallic. Never mind. So that is a metallic color. The Verde Fangio is a tri-coat. All right. So either way, are these different colors? Let me know. Let me get this straight. They released. Oh, gosh. I don't know if I want to read this out loud. I'll let you guys read that comment. I mean, listen, take it as it is. If we were to, and again, we'll just go over this very quickly for you guys. A TI trim level, luxury trim level. This is a mid-spec trim. If I were to option it out with everything that I could option it out with, this I'll skip because I'll do it here. I'll do this here. I can't add both of these in the same thing. And I add this here. We're looking at a total price after the destination charge of $58,990 on the price. This is a Veloce. I'm sorry. I think it's a Veloce. Yeah, Veloce. Okay. And then, wait, is this a Veloce? Yeah, this is a Veloce. All right. I was going to say that price seems like it's a Veloce. And then if I go to the TI and option it out with everything. Oh, sorry. I need to do this. Yeah, because I'll take away from that. After the destination, we're looking at $57,990. So if you option out a TI all the way, it's $1,000 cheaper than the Veloce. $58,990, $57,990. So there you are. I mean, is it worth the extra $1,000 to just get the Veloce trim? To me, yes. But to each their own. I'll leave it at that for that comment there. I don't want to go too crazy, but yeah, that's what we're looking at. And again, these qualify for the EV tax credit. I can't be any more congruent on that. I got to tell you that because you can lease these and get that. That's very important here in the United States because these are electrified, because they have an EV range of 30 miles. They qualify because they are leased. I know they made outside of the United States, but because of leasing, you can, and I'll leave you guys a link to the article that says that specifically. I'll post it right now for you guys in the live. I'm going to. All right. So there's that will break it down for you guys because that's going to save you a lot of money. All right. So make sure you guys check that out just to let you know that you can save money on this, okay? It's not as expensive as you think right away. And again, these are the two models we have to choose from at the moment. The Sprint, starting at $42,000, will be available in March. So, okay, if you're going to buy an Alfa SUV, why the hell would you not buy a Stelvio 2024 instead of this nonsense? Well, when we get the 24s here in the United States, we'll see exactly what we're looking at in price because I guarantee you they're probably going to start a little higher than the Tonale would. And keep in mind that the Stelvio will not have Uconnect 5 because of the fact that, and I got this information elsewhere, from Alfa. Oh, I got this information from someone that gives me good. Well, okay, I don't even want to say that, but before I incriminate myself, it would have cost a lot of money to redesign the Stelvio for the center console to add Uconnect 5 to all that thing, to all that setup. Okay, so the R&D for that would have costed more money. So your infotainment for the Alfa Romeo Stelvio will be the same Alfa Romeo Stelvio infotainment that you have, in the previous models, to where this gets the new Uconnect 5 and technology and all that kind of stuff. That's one thing over the Stelvio this will have. The electrification, remember, this is a PHEV. I don't think the Stelvio is planning on being a PHEV. So for that technology in the electric range and everything like that, that's also a head up over the Stelvio. So there's a difference between the two. Oops, sorry. There's a difference. Gosh, dang it. There's a difference between the two when it comes to all of this. That's where the trade-off is going to be. I mean, it really depends on what you're looking at out of the Alphas. What's good? Super off topic. I have an old Giulia, but the update didn't really change anything. But the headlights, isn't that good news for my 2018 Giulia? And a bad facelift. Didn't need a facelift, to be honest. A lot of people were asking for the new headlights, me included, because the bi-xenon look was just dated. So the new headlights, I welcome with open arms. The front fascia has the new kind of like grill setup and the air intakes on the side. A little bit more aggressive. I know, small change, but it does look good. The taillights, they're just the clear taillights. And you do have the new TFT screen with all the new technology and the digital screen. That's going to be hit or miss, but it's new technology. I know a lot of people are saying Alfa Romeos were just old in technology. So that included the headlights. So I feel like they needed something, because that model couldn't go the full lifespan without having any changes to it when it came to things like that. Now, I know the infotainment software was changed, but that's pretty significant, right? And they did the center console redesign a little bit, but I think the way they rolled it out was just a little obscure. They should have did all that stuff 3 years ago, and then came out with the new models. Like the full refreshed models. This is a mid-cycle refresh. It's small, but at the same time, they needed something before these models went out and the next generation came in, and that's what we got. Don't the EVs need to be produced in North America to qualify for the tax credit? No. Check the link in the chat that you just commented in. EV tax credit can be applied to leased vehicles outside of the U.S., and that link will disclose that. And I didn't know this as well. In the press release Alfa Romeo gave me about this, I read it. I was like, what? This has a $7,500 tax credit? But I didn't know until I actually checked. And yeah, this qualifies if you lease the car. So keep that in mind. If you lease the car, $7,500 tax credit. Paying all that money for 1.3, 180, which is used... wait, hold on. Ours is not a 1.3 180. Ours is a 4-cylinder. It's a 1.3, I think. Hold on. But it's still 280 horsepower or 285 horsepower, 350. So ours is a little bit different as far as the power output goes. But I'll keep on with your comment. Paying all this money for 1.3 180, which is used on the Bar 500, is an awful lot of money. The Hornet seems like the better value and is available with the Hurricane 2.0. I'm not going to argue the Hornet, which I told you guys right when the Hornet was released that this might be a problem with Alfa Romeo competing against its own cousin, built in the same factory off the same platform and dealerships literally next to each other. I knew it was going to be some tough competition, but again, we'll see what happens with that. I think the Hornet has a fair argument. We'll say that much. Let's see. I forgot about the new screen infotainment. I really don't care about that stuff, but I agree with you. They needed to catch up with every other luxury car it competes with. Yeah, there was no reason that Alfa should have had the old tech and everything it had in it in 2023, 2024. So something had to change. It wasn't exactly everything we wanted, but it was something, and now we can't complain about that at least. It took a couple of things and checked it off of the checklist. All Alpha do all Alpha had to do was produce a very reliable, well-constructed vehicle, and they will sell. We'll see. We'll see if the Tonale will help that. I think this will be a breath of fresh air when people start seeing this, in the United States at least, and really start to give these Alfa Romeos a look. And again, the tax credit will help people get into these cars. The plug-in hybrid technology will help people get into these cars. And I think the overall technology and look of this car will definitely catch some eyes. But the Hornet will also have a plug-in hybrid variant. I believe it's the RT plug-in hybrid. So again, it's going to be strict competition. The 1.3 with the electric motor is 280. Only 280 if you keep the battery charged. 285 for us. 285 for us though. In the United States at least, it says 285 right here. If I highlight that, 285. 350 pound-feet of torque. So it's a 285, 30 miles of electric. So yeah, I guess, you got to keep everything charged and you get that extra horse. But yeah, I'm agreeing with you. I get it. I've always rallied. You guys have seen my videos. I've always rallied for extra horsepower in Alfa Romeo vehicles. I would love to see that as well. So I'm with you. I'm not fighting you on that. Wish we had more horses. Hopefully, we know in the electric versions, they're going to be crazy. But the ICE versions, give us the Quadrifoglio model. Give us the new Stelvio Quadrifoglio, Giulia Quadrifoglio, which are coming. That's all I can say. And give us the Tonale Quadrifoglio, which I had no idea about, so I can't even say if it's coming. But yeah, it's always been a sensitive topic that I've walked on eggshells with because I don't produce cars. I don't know everything that it takes to do these cars and all the R&D and stuff like that goes into them and how much it costs. So I can't say much about it. I would take the CarPlay and entire LCD, integrate it with the dash like the Stelvio any day over the Peugeot iPad design on the Tonale. I've tried to like this, but can't get past the design. And that's where it's a hit or miss. Some people like the new setup, some people don't. So if you don't like the new setup, then you can get the Stelvio. You will still have the TFT digital gauges. I'm sorry, the analog gauges are gone, but at least you'll have the older style infotainment screen versus the Tonale. So that's one thing over the Stelvio that the Tonale will have if you like that. If you like the full digital new setup for the infotainment and a dash, you'll get that in the Tonale. There's no way this strategy is going to work. Impossible to get brand saving numbers with this car. Well, okay, so Alfa Romeo has already made good enough money, they said, to fund this here in the States, whether it's a brand-saving model or not. The B SUV, I've been told, is supposed to be the one to get the most registrations. So maybe we get that here in the United States. I think we're going to. If that's the case, I think that model is supposed to come in under the Tonale and pricing. So that may be more of a $30,000 Alfa Romeo, and that one is supposed to sell the most models. We should, I think we're supposed to find out more information about that the end of this year. So I think it's going to go on sale possibly the end of this year or the beginning of next year as a 2025 model. So this year, it will be the Tonale. Next year, at least for us in the States, it will be the new B SUV, which we used to call the Brunero, but that's not going to be the name. We found out in recent interviews from Jean-Philippe Imperato himself. So I think that's going to be the big seller. But I think this is something. Again, the EV tax credit really carries its weight for this one. So does the Stelvio use the same engine as it? Wait, so does this use the same engine as the Giulia Stelvio? No. This is on a different platform. So this is 1.3, what do you call it? Multi-jet with the EV setup. So this is a different engine. Let me see if they give us the exact, because I always forget the exact numbers and performance stuff for this. Somebody will probably answer it before I do. But this is not the same engine. Da, 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 da. Estimated 6 seconds, 0 to 60 time. 30 miles of electric range. Yeah, it's not giving us like the full breakdown, but yeah, it's not the same engine. But yeah, you guys can answer that in the comments below if you find it before I do. But yeah, what carries it to 285 is the electric powertrain, or else it would be lower. Do you know when the configurator for the updated Giulia Stelvio will go live? So I've been lucky enough to be in this circle with Alfa Romeo to be on their media list. So like with this model, I get information for the press release embargoed. So I can say I do know a few things, but nothing I can say legally until it's time to talk about it, unfortunately. So let's just say sooner than later. A lot of things are rolling out. So, keep in mind it will be very soon. This is the first of many things coming within the next set of things coming. That's all I can really say without, raising any red flags for Alfa. I like the moves Alfa Romeo is making, and there's zero problem on reliability that I've heard. Do you know anything about a two-door coming in the future? Again, there's a lot that I've been told, and there's a lot that I cannot say. It's going to be an exciting year for Alfa Romeo as far as announcements goes. So again, just keep your eyes open in this first half of the year. Actually, no, all year really, because I just talked about in the fall knowing about the BSUV. So yeah, just keep your eyes open. We'll say it that way. Other than that, I think that's everything. I know I've kept you guys for 45 minutes. If you guys need more information, definitely leave comments down below. Yeah, this is it. We're looking at a total price of $57,000 and $58,000 after the destination charge, before the tax credit, et cetera, for the Tonale TI maxed out and the Tonale Veloce maxed out. So there you are, guys. Hope you enjoyed the live stream today. If you did, make sure you hit the like button, because I got to get this up in a ranking so everybody can see it. And we'll talk more about this pretty soon, but I appreciate you guys checking in on the live stream, sticking with me, commenting. Everything you do for your boy, it gets me in this position that I am in now. So thank you very much. You guys have been awesome. Thank you for checking in on the chat with me and putting your feelings out there, guys, because, again, I'm just like you. I'm on this side, figuring this stuff out and reacting to it as well. So I appreciate you guys just checking in. So with that said, you guys be blessed. You guys check my links down in the description below. Make sure you guys are checking out the new hats I released. Not this hat, but the new hats I released and my merch. Check out my links if you guys want to donate to the channel. I appreciate it. Helps me keep going so I can fund all of this stuff. And make sure you guys check my social media links where I post this stuff too, and more stuff that you guys don't see. Thank you, Vince. Have a good one. Thank you for, putting your comments down below. I guess we appreciate it all. And you guys be blessed. Have a great one. And we'll talk to you guys in the next Ron's Rise video. Peace.